Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode of DDTS, episode of 594. DDTS, back with another video for y'all today. Thank y'all for joining me. Let me fix this camera. I hope y'all can see me pretty good. I hope y'all can basically hear me pretty good. I am back with another episode after a long weekend, a weekend that I basically needed to just relax, to just pretty much elaborate on a topic. And I wanted to give some shout outs today. And I wanted to share a wonderful time that I had last night on another platform with wonderful peoples who I've never joined before on this platform. And also I will be discussing some things about this platform, the good, the bad, the wild side, the ugly side, the suspicious side, and everything that comes along with this platform. Now, let me be the first to say I'm not calling out anybody. I'm not calling out the platform. I'm just basically going to be talking about and elaborating on the good, the bad, the ugly of this platform. It can be used for good. It can be used for bad. In some cases, some people can take this platform and use it for their own satisfaction, which is not in a good way. Not trying to be shady, not trying to be messy. I'm basically going to speak my truth, and I'm basically going to be blunt about this whole situation. But first, if you are new here, hit that like button, subscribe button, and that notification bell so you will get notified when I have new videos available. 1 second. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So, yeah. I have to move back some. So, yes, we're going to be talking about the good, the bad, the ugly about this platform. But first, I want to also elaborate on the wonderful time that I had on this platform with some wonderful peoples, wonderful individuals, and wonderful peoples that made me feel so at home. And I want to give shout outs to these peoples, to these wonderful individuals, to peoples that I can call my friends as well. Now, the peoples and the wonderful individuals that I'm talking about, including one of my greatest friends in this nation, and that is going to be disrespectfully the girls and from the SIP. Shout out to disrespectfully the girls and from the SIP. Disrespectfully the girls, you can follow them here on YouTube, and I'm gonna make sure I put their names down so you can follow them. They are up and coming content creators. They are truly amazing, and they truly welcome me so gracefully in their live last night on TikTok, which I'm going to elaborate on that. They welcomed me so gracefully and so welcoming and so nicely. And I thank from the SIP so much for sharing that with me so I can be a part of their establishment, a part of our community, and be a part of a wonderful environment such as our own. So I really want to say thank you from the SIP for sharing that with me, and thank you disrespectfully from the girls for inviting me. And I also wanted to elaborate on elaborate on that. Now, I don't know how things are going to turn up or turn out, but hopefully we can collab. Hopefully a collaboration will be in the works, and hopefully a collaboration and me being a guest star on their platform, on their show, on their podcast is in the works as well, because I truly always said that I always wanted to be a guest on somebody's podcast, and that I wanted to collaborate with a bunch of peoples. And I feel like this will be so much magic and so much love, so much things that we all can elaborate on. We could talk about so many things. And this is what I mean when I said I love my community. I love for our community to come together as one and elaborate and collaborate and go after the same thing that we are destined to get and have. And I also said, what, I was going to go live today, but I said, I think I'm going to go live tomorrow, because it's so much that I have to elaborate on that I know I'm not going to do in this video. And I'm basically going to do a recap of what I'm talking about today, tomorrow in my live, if I go live tomorrow, which that's in the plan. So hopefully I will be going live tomorrow. But today I want to talk about Disrespectfully the Girls and their so much powerful grace, and letting me be a powerful impact on their environment, and letting me join them on their live and on their platform, because it was one of the creators' birthdays yesterday. Happy belated birthday. I don't want to get your name wrong, but it was such a wonderful experience. And I want you all, if you haven't, and if you are interested in the content that they talk about recent topics, they talk about real life stuff that goes on in the community and around the world. And baby, they have to put some disrespectful girls in check, if you know what I mean. And they have to put some disrespectful peoples in check, if you know what I mean. Which means that they will gather you together and read you for freaking filth. Which I think that's where I've been doing a lot of that lately. But yes, if you have not, and if you're looking for some new content creators to follow, some new wonderful channels, some new wonderful tea, please give my newest wonderful friends from the SIP, who has been my friend for a great amount of time, and Disrespectfully the Girls, please be sure to follow them on YouTube, Disrespectfully the Girls. I'm gonna be sure to put their channel name up on the screen here, so y'all can follow them if you will love this type of content. And from the SIP, because he has wonderful content as well, and he has helped me with so much when it comes to topics, when it comes to advice, when it comes to putting hashtags, among other many other things. And I am not forgetting about anybody else. Everybody else has played a big part in helping me and me get to where I am. So if you're watching this video and if you feel like you're getting left out, I'm not leaving you out. Everyone that I communicate with on a daily basis, who content I watch, you know who you are. I thank you as well. And I just love to give people that's up and coming their flowers. I love to give everybody their flowers. I love to give everybody their recognition. So if you have not, please give Disrespectfully the Girls a subscribe on here on YouTube and a follow on TikTok as Disrespectfully the Girls. Same name and everything. Please give them a follow. Now, while I'm talking about TikTok, that's the platform that I want to elaborate on. Okay, I'm basically, y'all might disagree with me, y'all might come for me, y'all might counsel me when I say this, it is what it is at this point. I'm just gonna basically say how I really feel. Now TikTok, I've been on TikTok since 2020 when coronavirus hit, when COVID hit. That's when I downloaded it and started watching the videos, and I really come intrigued with it. And I loved it, and I still love it to this very day. But it's been so many changes that has been added to it, and it's been so much going on this popular app that I really came to some conclusions about the app. Not about the app, but some of the peoples on the app. And I'm not calling out anybody. I'm not being shady. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying this is for everybody, but I'm saying this is for some, what I have noticed. I've noticed some people get on TikTok and post things just to get their content well seen, just to get their content well known, try to be engaging, and basically trying to get their content up and running, get noticeable, get to where they trying to be, which I completely understand that. Now you got some people that try to use their content and they're posting for good reasons. And I understand that. I try to do that. I try to get my content well known so I can basically, hopefully use it for good. Hopefully, something good will come my way about the whole situation. Now, it is some other peoples that be going live on TikTok. It's a lot of people's on TikTok that be going live that's be like, I ain't trying to be funny. Like, listen, I'm just going to tell y'all right now, no tea, no shade, and I ain't throwing no stones at nobody, but I'm finna be real and honest. And if you do not like what I have to say, honey, you can click off. Now, if there are any of you that use TikTok as well, you probably know where I'm coming from. There are some peoples that get on TikTok, not just to go live, but you got peoples that get on TikTok that be wanting you to send gifts 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7. Y'all, if y'all can send me this and if y'all can send me that, I would be so grateful. I can be so grateful. I can be this and that. Please just send me this. Because I've been on a live, which I was on one earlier today. And soon as I get on this live, I follow this creator, just to be supportive, that was shared to me. I have this person that's on TikTok Live that called me out and said, DeAndre, do you like to buy things? Do you like to buy things? You think you can send me a galaxy? You think you can send me this and that on TikTok? Do you like to buy things? You like to buy videos? I got some good videos. Look here, sir. I am not buying any videos from you, sweetheart. The videos that you probably want somebody to buy from you, honey, the videos that you probably selling, honey, I can watch that for free. Because the videos that I watch and that you probably make, sweetheart, I don't watch that. I watch something that is quite moving my speed, something that I can relate to. You hear what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I knew where this person was going with this. And then the same person asked me before about buying some videos. He asked me, DeAndre, how you get these galaxies? How you get these gifts? And I tried to be nice, before he asked me. And I tried to be nice and message him on the live and be like, I think the more followers you have, the more gifts, this and then the third. Like, I don't know. Like, I barely get on TikTok enough as it is. And if you want to know why I don't get on TikTok like I used to, that is why. Because a lot of people be like, I have not seen you on TikTok lately. I have not seen you on here lately. What's been going on? I hope everything is all well. Yes, everything is well. Okay, respectfully. I said, yes, everything is well. I appreciate y'all for checking in on me. But let me be honest. The reason I have not been on TikTok as of late because people's has been going outrageous with these gifts. They've been going outrageous with these gifts. They've been wanting these gifts. I don't know why, but they be wanting these gifts. If you ain't got no gift or nothing on TikTok, they is not gonna pay attention to you. If you ain't giving them no gift, and if you ain't sending them anything, they is not gonna pay attention to you. Now you do got some that is grateful for you to just tap the screen. But hey y'all, I'm back. But yeah, you have some that is very grateful that you can just tap the screen and that's enough for them. I love those type of peoples, but when you get, like when I get on TikTok and you basically start asking for gifts, basically that's what you want me there for, is for gifts. I understand there might be a side hustle that you have, and I will say this. I have my selective peoples that I know are good peoples that will support me and I will support back, which means if they send me a gift when I go live on TikTok, which is barely often, I will do the same for them. But the ones that is sent to me, I don't keep them for myself. I send those gifts that is for me to other people's on their lives that is well deserving of it. Basically, I'll be blessing somebody else with the gifts that I'll be receiving on TikTok. Which is why I'm barely on there, because I've really noticed some things on TikTok. And some of the peoples on TikTok. And it's become overwhelming, and that's why I distance myself from TikTok. Now, I will get on TikTok for like about 10 or 15 minutes if somebody share a video with me, just for me to get a good laugh. But I'm not going to be on TikTok 24/7 like that. Like if somebody share a live to me that I'm subscribed to, of course I'm going to go in there and I'm going to support for a little bit. I don't care if I'm in there for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. I'm going to stay. I'm going to tap the screen. I basically will tell the person, I don't have nothing, to send you, but I can just tap the screen. And someone be like, okay, that's good enough for me, DeAndre. That's good enough. That's good enough for me, everybody. I like that. But when you come in and you use this app for just a way for you to get from some people's, I really feel like people's really be misusing their platform for their own satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? If I'm saying correctly, I feel like some people's be using their app for another satisfaction, and it's not a good satisfaction. Like I said, TikTok can be good. Listen, TikTok, to me, it can be good in some way. And hey y'all, welcome back. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, so I had to get on here to record because for some reason I don't know, I guess I had to clean some stuff out of my camera roll so I can get some more room. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but let me put the title back up here so y'all will know. No, I am not live. I am not live. For those of you that think I'm live, I am not live. I'm recording only. So, yeah, so back what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh yeah, TikTok can be used for good. And I'm gonna tell you why TikTok can be used for good. And I'm gonna put this title up here, then I'm gonna take it off. DDTS 594. Why I've been distant from TikTok. Why it can be good, bad, and wild. New friends, collaborations coming in the future. That's the question. So I'm gonna take that back off, and we're gonna get back to it. So yeah. So TikTok can be used for good, because people be posting cooking recipes and they be talking about life experience, what they've been through in life, and they be giving you life motivation and stuff, tips on cleaning and news and everything that you don't know anything about, and basically they will give you a great history lesson on everything. History on music, history on food, or this and that and the third, or something that you have not heard about that happened years and years and years and decades ago. To me, that's the good side of TikTok. The good side of TikTok, when peoples are doing things, positive vibes, doing things with their family, cooking and going to these family events, do this and that and the third, things like that. I love that type of stuff. Now, TikTok can be used for good when it comes to cooking recipes and everything like that, finding out about the news or any other, hot tea gossip, this and that and the third. That's how I see it. I love that. That's the good side of TikTok. Now, the bad side of TikTok, I hope I don't get taken away from this. Now, I look at TikTok, I looked at the bad side of TikTok. Now, my opinion of the bad side of TikTok, when you have these peoples that be getting on here, well, I'm gonna say this: you have these certain these certain amount of peoples, and you have this certain community or communities that get on TikTok and think that they can basically say anything, basically do anything to another community, and think that they could get a pass, which most of them have. Most of them have. They basically using this platform to put their negativity and their evilness on, and they basically can get a pass. But when it's a certain community that knows the truth, that speaks the truth, if you know, you know. Let's just say this. If I was to go on TikTok, the platform, and if I found out anything and I was to speak the truth of how I see it in a positive way, in the right way, and I'm not beating around the bush, I'm basically just speaking my truth. So maybe if I would have went on there and spoke my truth about a certain situation, and I know it's the truth, and everybody else knows it's the truth that stands with me, that is riding with me, what would happen to me? They will basically take away the video and the content that I made on that platform because it was the truth. They'll take away the dedication, the hard work that I put on that platform, on my page, which is mine, that I created, which was the truth. They'll probably take mines out. More than likely they'll take mines off, because you know why they'll take mines off. It's not that hard to figure out an answer. The reason they would probably take mines off is because, number one, this right here. Number two, they probably don't think that someone of my complexion, of my race and my ethnicity, which is African American, I'm an African American black man. They kind of, and if you are African American, black man or black woman, and if you speak your truth on that platform, and you know it's the truth, and you call, a certain thing out, a certain person out, or a certain situation out, they will basically take it down. because they know you are on to something. They'll know you're telling the truth. But let it be. I know somebody gonna get on here and say otherwise because there always someone else that's gonna try to get out my downfall. But if that other person, but if this other community, which why I said why TikTok is bad, this other community, why I call it, why I say TikTok can be bad, because if another person that's not a part of our community or other people that's not a part of our community speak up on these things and speak up how they feel, oh, their stuff will get left up. That stuff won't be tampered with. But let it be another community or something like this in the third. Oh, and we are telling the truth and we are speaking out against certain things. Our stuff will be gone. It will be gone. It will be deleted, no more. So basically, you might have to keep making the video, making it. Hopefully, that you post it again, and hopefully, it won't get tampered with again. That's why I say it's the bad part of TikTok, because the reason I call it bad, because why let the negative, why let the negativity and evilness posts and videos will stay up that practice hate speech on one community, that drags one community, that talks bad about one community, but when it's for the right and it's the truth that we are speaking or another community is speaking, it's a problem. I might not be rewording it in the right aspect, but that's just how I see it. Like, why? Why? That's why I call it the bad side, because why would you let another, you know, why let another side of TikTok post negativity and evenness towards one community on their page and talk so much mess about one community on, on their page and on their platform, and let theirs stay up, but when it comes to another community and the other community speaks the truth, tells it like it is, that's deleted. And I don't understand that. That's why I call it the bad side. Like, why treat one side better than the other? And I just don't understand it. And it's the right. It seems like when you're trying to do right, right never gets treated right. Right gets treated wrong and misguided and this and then the third. And get the short end of the stick. And I don't understand that. But I'm going to say this. Now, there's just my opinion on it. Why I say it's the wild side. Why I say the good, the bad. Well, I was going to say the ugly, but I'm going to say the wild side. The wild side is, I'm not going to lie to you, I kind of have been enjoying those type. Well, it's been giving, it's been, giving me, throwing me by surprise. Do y'all know some part of TikTok is the new X? It's the new X of TikTok. TikTok is starting to become X, aka Twitter, if you know what I mean. People's been getting on these lives, been showing everything, but this and that and the third. And I'm like, wow. So everybody can come on here and show everything what they goods, can show all they goods, this and then the third. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'll be looking as well. It depends, I don't be expecting to, but hey, it just be there. It just be there. You know what I'm saying? I not be shocked too. Like, I don't be expecting it, but I'm just saying. That's the wild side of TikTok. And I'm be honest with you, I love the wild side. I love the wild side, depending on what it is. I love the wild side. I love a good laugh. I love good comedy. But honestly, if I'm being honest with y'all, TikTok can be good, it can be bad, and it can be wild. But I know TikTok is a trending it's a trending platform that a lot of people's use, and a lot of people's use for their side hustle, for their jobs, this and then the third. Like I said, no tea, no shade. I'm not trying to break up nobody's hustle. I ain't trying to knock down nobody's hustle. But I'm just saying the reason have stayed connected from TikTok as of late, and I barely get on there now. I will get on TikTok if somebody share a live with me and I'm subscribed to them, and I'll go in there and I will watch it and I will support them and I will, basically sit up in there, have a good conversation with them, you know what I'm saying, in a positive way. Now I will do that. But as of late, I've just I just have not been in the right mind and spirit to be on TikTok like that, because I've seen some wild stuff going on TikTok. Y'all might not agree with me, but a lot of peoples that have been on TikTok, they be wanting gifts. And if you ain't got no gift, you pretty much ain't in. And if you pretty much ain't got this and that, you pretty much ain't in. Cause that person that asked me, DeAndre, do you like to buy stuff? I got videos, this and that and the third. This is why I stay away from TikTok mostly. And if it ever becomes like that on YouTube, I stay away from YouTube as well. Like I continue to post my content. But if it ever comes to that, I will stay away from that too, because I just don't understand. I understand times are hard, but just don't. If I don't know you like that, don't come to me like that. You know what I'm saying? Peoples are using these platforms for the wrong reasons and not the right. And I'm just being honest. I ain't even trying to rain on nobody parade. I'd rather tell y'all the truth than a lie. I'd rather be real than fake. I might not be saying this in the right quotation, in the right voice, form, or fashion, but if you think about it, I thought TikTok was a platform where everybody could come together, vibe with one another, keep all the energy going, positive energy going, all the laughter going. Now, the people that I follow on TikTok so far, that I have been following for a great amount of time, a couple of months, a couple of years, that I know real good, have done nothing but grace me with so much love and positivity. Yes, I got new followers, but I've really discovered when I've been going on a lot of these TikToks and everything, and a lot of these lives that I don't know too much about. If you is not providing no gills, if you ain't providing no galaxy, no heart me or something like that, I really feel that a lot of these peoples, they are using this platform for their own satisfaction. Like they're not using it for the community wise, they're using it for themselves so they can get, you know, a penny, a quarter, a dime. I'm not. I don't get me wrong, I love TikTok, but I have to distance myself from TikTok for a very amount of time, and I'm still doing it because I've noticed some things on there that I have noticed for a great amount of time, but I have not been get to have the courage to say anything about it. But after today, early this morning, and a couple of days ago, I really, 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 y'all might not have seen it, but I have. Y'all really, 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 really might not agree with me. Y'all really, really, really might not see what I see. Y'all might not hear what I hear, but I can tell when somebody's real, and I can tell when somebody is with you for the beneficial wise. Now, I give everybody opportunity. I support everybody that supports me. Hell, even if you don't support me, I'm still going to support you. That does not matter to me. But don't come to me asking me, send me this, send me this, send me this. No, honey, it does not work like that. I don't even know you. You don't know me. Me enciendo. No, 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 we're not doing that. No. But I will say this. I really had such a good time last night on Disrespectfully the Girls live on TikTok, and I truly loved their live. And I'm so happy that I was able to join them, able to have meet them. And I'm so excited to be able to collab with them hopefully in the future tense, because I'm so happy. I feel like we will have such a good time. We will have such a good time and talk about all types of stuff. I feel like we will go real deep into some certain situations and conversations about our personal lives, about the LGBTQ community, about the, any community that we all may serve, you know, all that type of stuff. I like to talk about that type of stuff. I like to talk about how I got my tea. If you have been following me for a great amount of time, you know that's what I'm all about. Now, I will probably be going live tomorrow, but I will be letting y'all know pretty soon. Hopefully, I'm going to be going live tomorrow, and I'm gonna send a message to Disrespectfully the Girls, and let them know that I possibly will be going live tomorrow, but I will be letting them know the time and everything. And if whoever would like to join, y'all can join. Um I don't have the premium StreamYard where a lot of more people can join, and has a lot of more features. I can't afford that. But I'm just so grateful that I can do this and that I'm able can do this video right here. But I really want to say, if y'all haven't, follow Disrespectfully the Girls and follow my best friend from the SIP. Thank you, Disrespectfully the Girls, and thank you from the SIP. I really appreciate it, and it was such a fun experience last night. And I loved being a part of their establishment, and I love being a part of a community that I know that is very loving, very caring, very down to earth, designating the third. So I really want to say thank you. Now, Saturday, I wasn't here at home. I was somewhere else, but I did join um Saturday Night Live, the Solomon Projects Live. I did join it for a great bit. I know they probably can tell that I was not talking much, and I don't know if they could tell or not. I really don't know if they could or not. I really don't know. But I know I was not talking or not. But let me be perfectly clear. It wasn't nothing that they did or anybody has done. I was just I was just, in my moment, and I wasn't in the right spirit. But me not being in my right spirit, I still wanted to show up and show my love and support, because that's the type of person I am. I will feel terrible if I, didn't go up and go in and say my hays and my goodbyes. And plus, they were having different types of conversations. And I stayed a good bit, but then I left because, I didn't want to intrigue anymore. I didn't want to be a bother, because I felt like what I'm doing on here, and I'm not saying anything and I'm not interacting. They talking about something that I don't know too much about. So I continued to listen, but I just left. But I continued to listen. So I said, you know what? I'm not in the right spirit. I don't want to bring them down. I don't want to bring they move down. I don't want to bring anybody down. So I think it'll be best if I just leave, because I really wanted to break down and cry, because that's how I really felt Saturday night. I don't know what came over me, but I just wanted to cry. And I felt like that yesterday, early on in the day. I just wanted to cry and break down. I don't know what was going on with me. I just had so much going on in my mind and in my spirit. I just wanted to break down and cry. I don't know why. I don't know why. I still don't know why, but I just want to break down and cry.